Hello, boys! Quick question. How are some animals still alive? Because nature has created animals so badly optimized that sometimes it genuinely feels like the devs stopped caring halfway through. And I can't help but ask, how are you not extinct yet, bro? So, get ready, because this is the most pathetic animal builds you've ever seen. So, let's start with sharks. Flip a shark upside down and it goes completely catatonic. Their brain just shuts off. Not gets confused, not slows down, off. It's called tonic immobility, which is science talk for, yeah, the brain just gives up. Orcas know this, by the way. They literally tip sharks over like broken Roombas, wait while the shark has a mental Windows error, and then eat it calmly. Divers can do this too. Not because it's smart, but because they can. For science. So yeah, nature really looked at sharks and said, you are unstoppable, but only if you stay right side up. One gentle flip and it's night-night. The jewel beetles. In Australia, male jewel beetles are so horny and so confused that they try to mate with beer bottles. Actual beer bottles. Their brains go, yep, that's a woman. The bottles have the right color, the right shine, the right curves, so good enough, I guess. They ignore real females completely to hump bottles in the sun until they literally die of exhaustion. Horny, confused, dehydrated. That's just raw commitment. It got so bad that dead beetles started piling up around trash, like little incel graveyards. Evolution spent millions of years perfecting this species and lost to a bottle of beer. Absolutely outplayed. Now for one of the saddest geniuses on Earth, octopuses. Octopuses are terrifyingly smart, like problem-solving, escape room speed run smart. And emotionally, completely cooked. Most octopuses reproduce once. And then their body goes, all right, great job, time to die. Females guard their eggs so hard they literally stop eating until they starve to death. Males don't even get that far. They mate and then just start falling apart. In captivity, some octopuses get so stressed or lonely they start hurting themselves. So you end up with this insanely intelligent animal that's biologically programmed to speedrun its own extinction. Nature really said, if you press this button, you can be smart, but only briefly. And they pressed it. Now, owls. You know, wise, majestic, big brain energy. Yeah, no. Owls are basically two massive eyeballs with a tiny brain glued behind them. Like, their skull is mostly eye. The brain is whatever fits in the leftover space. Which means owls are not thinkers. They are ambush machines. They don't solve problems. They don't adapt. They don't learn new stuff well. And if food doesn't move in the exact way their brain expects, they just don't eat. Wildlife rehab centers report owls starving because the food bowl was moved 10 centimeters. They go like, nope, that's not real anymore. Where's my damn food? And I don't know what to say anymore. They are still kind of cute. Now let's talk about an animal that looks like it died 3 business days ago. Koalas. Koalas have one of the smallest brain-to-body ratios of any mammal. And when I say small, I mean their brain is basically a smooth little nugget. They eat exactly one thing, eucalyptus leaves, which are toxic, low in nutrients, and taste like if poison hated you personally. So to survive on this garbage diet, koalas sleep about 20 hours a day because being awake is just too expensive for them metabolically. And here's the fun part. If you take eucalyptus leaves and put them on a plate instead of a branch, the koala doesn't recognize it as food. It will literally starve while sitting next to food because it's not attached to a tree. Like, error 404, leaf not found. And also, koalas survive eucalyptus because of very specific gut bacteria. Mess with that bacteria, they die. Give a koala antibiotics? Congrats, you've accidentally deleted the species. Evolution really looked at this animal and said, yeah, this is fine. Send it. All right. Time for an animal with max confidence and absolutely zero follow-through. Ostriches. World's biggest bird. They can't fly, and their brain is smaller than one of their own eyeballs. When threatened, ostriches can run stupid fast. That part? Solid design. But if they panic, their brain just blue screens. They drop to the ground, stretch their neck out, and pretend they're a bush. Just, maybe if I stop moving, they will stop noticing me. That's it. That's the plan. This works exactly 0% of the time. This is where the head in the sand myth comes from. They're not hiding, they're just rage quitting. Farmers report ostriches drowning in shallow water, attacking fences, and charging mirrors because they think it's another ostrich talking shit. Fast, strong, but mentally AFK. And good for a big soup, probably. Okay, now this one is genuinely cursed. Sea squirts. As babies, they swim around with an actual brain. They explore, they move, they're living their little life. Then they find a rock. They stick to it. And the moment they realize they're never moving again, they eat their own brain. Because once you're glued to a rock, thinking is apparently a luxury. And that's the most aggressive commitment to laziness nature has ever approved. That's it, basically. I just wanted to mention it. Now let's talk about an animal that should not exist anymore. Pandas. These are bears, like actual bears, built for meat, teeth for meat, digestive system screaming meat. And they said, nah, bamboo, it's good. Bamboo has basically no calories. It's plant cardboard. So they eat all day, poop constantly, and still barely survive. They also suck at reproducing. Females are fertile once a year for like 2 days. Miss it? See you next year, idiot. Males have no idea what's going on. Zero urgency, zero instincts. Zoos literally have to show pandas mating videos like, hey, this is what we're doing now. So this species is running on vibes and human intervention. But man, they're cute. Last one, kakapos, flightless parrots from New Zealand. Already a bad start. These dudes attract mates by screaming into the night, like full volume. This worked great back when New Zealand had no predators. Then humans showed up and went, cool island, let's add cats. So now the kakapo mating call is basically, hey, I'm here. Please eat me. They're also awful parents. Like, statistically. They forget nests, they wander off, they sometimes just straight up sit on their own eggs and crush them. And the cherry on top, one famous kakapo once tried to mate with a zoologist's head on live television. Yep, that's on YouTube. And that one represents the entire species perfectly. Anyway, nature is held together with duct tape. That's it, boys. Thanks for watching.